I'm gonna apologize for my face and the lack of expression on it. I don't need to sit at the computer with all these videos and know that I have basically zero expression. I know that. It's really hard for me to have energy right now to even fake it. I can fake it pretty decently, but I can't right now. I need to devote energy to this, and I can't fake it. And if you want real, I will give you real. So I'm gonna have a pretty expressionless face this entire video, and I do apologize for that. Today, what we're going to do is pressure can our beans that we have had growing all season that have been really prolific. A couple of weeks ago, I was at Walmart and just happened to look in the canning section at Walmart just to see if they had more jars. And lo and behold, there were 2 pressure canners sitting there on the shelves. So I bought a pressure canner, and so that way now I don't have to pickle my green beans, which honestly is not my favorite application of green beans. I like just to eat green beans. We don't have room in our freezer for them because we lost one of our freezers. It stopped working this year, so we are completely down a freezer. So I need space for meat in there and not vegetables. So pressure canning is going to be the way that I need to proceed forward with vegetables and stock. So having the pressure canner I was really excited about. And so today what we're doing is picking the green beans. The green beans are coming in hot right now. The girls picked some a few days ago and stuck them in the refrigerator, and it was an insane amount. And then my oldest daughter just went outside and picked what was growing within just a few days. And that was another insane amount. I washed 12 quart jars, and I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if we actually are able to get 12, to get them all in 12 quart jars. All right, here's some of the girls, and they're over here snapping the beans. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna cut them smaller than what these are. If you've seen some of our, no, I don't need you to snap them, I'll cut them. If you've seen some of the other videos or on Instagram, these are purple potted pole beans. I got the seed from Baker Creek. Some of my trellises, I'm letting these guys go to seed so that I can save the seed and plant them next year. I planted these here late summer, and I'm really excited to be able to put these away because green beans is one of my favorites. This is a really prolific bean. I found some bush bean seeds that I've grown before, and I'm done growing bush beans. I'm not gonna do that again. Pole beans were way better. So I'm gonna let these girls finish up here, and then we'll get started canning them. Pressure canner that I bought is a Presto 16 quart canner, and I've already put my water in it, so I can't really show much, but this is kind of what it looks like. It's got I can't think of what it's called right now, whatever that is, to keep your jars up off the bottom in there, and you fill it up with 3 quarts of water. According to the instruction manual, which I keep out and read constantly, you always start with 3 quarts of water in this. Pressure canning is new to me, so I have no clue what I'm doing. But you have your ring, and when the stuff is in the pot, you make sure you lock it. But I don't have something that tells me that I'm a dial or whatever it is to tell me what poundage of pressures I'm at. What I have is this little valve, and it sits on the lid like this, and when you're at pressure it wiggles, and you want it to wiggle at a consistent wiggle. You don't want it to wiggle super fast. You just want this nice little rocking motion. To get the different weights, you have all of these on here. So this is 5 pounds like this. If you need 10 pounds of pressure, that's 10 pounds. If you need 15, that's 15. Most of the things that I'm going to be pressure canning need, to be done at 10 pounds of pressure. So, but I do store this with the 15 because if I don't store this and keep this on here until I don't need it, I'm gonna lose it. And that wouldn't be good for when I do need it. My husband and I canned some chicken broth one night. It did take a long time to come up to pressure, and then it took a long time for it to completely release pressure. So if I can't pressure can in the afternoon, I'm not gonna do it because I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy not going through cancer treatments. I sure don't have the energy going through cancer treatments to stay up late and can. Whereas before I could totally push through. I can't push through now anymore, and I'm not gonna try it. So if I can't pressure can or can't get stuff canned during the day before dinner, sorry, there's a fly that is really digging me right now. If I cannot pressure can during the day, then I'm not gonna do it at all. I don't need to push myself. My energy is waning significantly week by week at this point. The girls are finished with one bowl now. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm planning on putting these in quart jars. I've got 12 of them sanitized and ready for canning. What I need to do now, and forgot to do, is get my water boiling. Because we're gonna do what is called a raw pack, and where we put raw beans in here, and then we pour hot water in, and then we'll pressure can them. So I'm gonna get my water started boiling because I have a feeling between this bowl and the bowl that they're working on that we're gonna have a lot more. I need a pot that's gonna have 3 gallons of water in it, and it takes a while to get that boiling. I'm gonna wash these, guys. What the heck? All right, so most of these are not, I want these in like bite sizes, so I'm gonna cut these down. So I'll probably grab a section and use a knife to make this go faster. I really appreciate my kids helping me out on this. I can't imagine doing this by myself. So maybe that's why people had lots of babies back in the day, right?
I wish people still did have lots of babies.
Yeah, that would be great.
If there's a possibility, we could have had a baby brother.
I know. Many hands make light work, and I'm thankful that most of the time my kids don't complain.
We have 12 hands.
They did get out of doing school today to do this, so I don't think that this is a different type of schooling, hands-on schooling. They're learning as their mama's learning, basically. But I mean, I went to school and I did this when I was a kid, so, you know. So cutting them up. I tried to make it to where you could see the work surface and me, but my head got cut off. I guess that's the curse of being tall. It happens. I'm gonna pack these in here really, really nice. You can see how nice and purple they are. Watch them turn green as they cook. So our water is boiling. Well, it was until I took the top off. But it's boiling now, and I'm going to ladle this into these jars. And then we will put them in the pressure canner at 10 pounds of pressure, and I will have to read my instructions. So don't ever follow me when it comes to canning. Make sure that you learn how to do this stuff on your own or from somebody else. You're going to want to look up and follow the directions for your particular canner, because I don't want somebody to be like, Sarah said do this, and you have something bad happen. been over 24 hours and our green beans are completely canned. It's been over 24 hours because they've been sitting on my countertop for a while. It says that you need to leave them sitting once you pull them out of the canner for 24 hours. I usually leave mine overnight, and then the next morning when everything's completely cool, then I will move them. But when you are canning, whether it's water bath or pressure canning, you want to remove the rings and check your seal. And mine has sealed. Nothing's cracked or broken. And then now they're safe to store. I do not store my canned goods in my pantry. It's wire shelves. The weight of this will probably break my wire shelving. And so I don't ever store them there. I would be devastated if all of this fell, and because it would break. So what I've done is instead I store things up top on my on top of my cabinets. A lot of us probably have space, so you can see all of that. A lot of us probably have some space like that we can do that with, and that's a good place to do it. My kitchen, you know, heat rises. You want to ideally store this stuff in a cool place, but heat rises. My kitchen actually stays relatively cool most of the time, so I'm not really worried about the temperature up there. And thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us today as we just do some simple things around our homestead. I'm really, really thankful to have had enough beans to put away. That was one of my goals this year, was to be able to grow enough produce to be able to put it away, and I'm super thankful. And we still have a few more weeks left in our growing season, and those beans are coming in hot and heavy, so I will be pressure canning more beans and putting away. I ended up having 9 quarts all together. So for us, for our size family, that'll be 9 separate meals. And again, thank you all for watching.